Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for Steve Carell's funniest and most memorable ad-libbed moments in film and television.
Okay, there's a guy pooping in a cardboard box down there.
For this list, we're looking at Steve Carell's funniest and most memorable ad-libbed moments in film and television. What's an unscripted Steve Carell moment you love? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Michael the Tourist, The Office.
Here it is, heart of New York City, Times Square, named for the good times you have when you're in it.
How do you film a recognizable star like Steve Carell in a place as big as New York City? Very carefully. In this Season 2 episode, Michael Scott heads up to the Big Apple for a meeting with the new CFO, David Wallace, and his not-so-smitten boss/love interest, Jan. But first, he takes in some of the classic New York sights, such as Rockefeller Center, Times Square, and Sbarro?
My favorite New York pizza joint, and I'm gonna go get me a New York slice.
To film these segments, Carell and the crew had to act fast to prevent the growing crowds around him from getting too big, so they were mostly improvised. But with a wit as quick as Carell's, pressure isn't a hindrance. It's a bonus.
This is a skating rink, and I think the Rangers practice there sometimes. And that's Tina Fey. That's Tina Fey from Saturday Night Live.
Number 9, Dirty Dancing, Date Night.
No, I can't do this.
You can, because you are a beautiful and amazing man and the father of my children, and you are going to get in there and work that pole like a runaway.
Oh my God.
A middle-aged suburban dad and a dancer's pole is already a comedy goldmine, but leave it to Steve Carell to keep going. In this hit comedy, Carell and his on-screen spouse, Tina Fey, find themselves on stage at a seedy underground club.
All right, we were just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Just getting your juices flowing. Now, we're really gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Now it is on.
It is totally on.
Woo!
It is getting dank and musky.
His and Fey's improv experience meant plenty of riffing occurred. But it's doubtful that anyone, on set or in the audience, expected Carell to go as far as he did here. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Fey said that Carell's licking of the pole was completely unscripted. His on-screen reaction is just as priceless, completely selling the genuine disgust he felt.
Phil, don't you barf on me. Don't barf.
Number 8, Trance, Dinner for Schmucks. An awkward situation turns into a side-splitting one in this comedy from Austin Powers and Meet the Parents director Jay Roach. At the titular dinner, Barry Speck, a guest of Paul Rudd's character Tim Conrad, is disturbed by the presence of Zach Galifianakis' Thurman Merch, Barry's boss and wife stealer.
And tell us, Barry, why did your wife leave you?
Thurman thinks he has mind control powers, and Barry is none the wiser. As Barry sits nervously, Thurman, cloak and all, gets him to say something we've never heard at any dinner party.
I lost her clitoris.
That's right.
Several of the other actors start cracking up, and we can't blame them. Roach has said that these were his favorite improvised moments in the film. Number 7, The Long Pause, The Office.
The big surprise is... Drum roll!
The Office is full of simultaneously excruciating and hilarious moments, and the cast knows how to sell that discomfort. In the script for this early episode, writer Paul Lieberstein instructed Carell to hold, quote, the longest pause in television history as he struggles to think up a surprise that he'd promised staff earlier. Carell took that note very seriously, going above and beyond by pausing for 2.5 minutes. While the aired version is much shorter, you can see Carell breaking a sweat from his elongated pause.
When I am backed into a corner, that is when I come alive. See, I learned improv from the greats like Drew Carey and Ryan Stiles.
The lesson? Ask Steve Carell and you shall receive. Number 6, Finger Through the Zipper, The Office. No one knows Michael Scott better than the man who plays him. That means understanding when to tap into his more inappropriate side. After Phyllis reports a run-in with a flasher, Michael unwisely tries to lighten the mood by sticking his finger through his front zipper. The rest of the cast had no idea this was coming, and you can see them doing their best not to lose it.
He's back!
Brian Baumgartner, who plays Kevin, is visibly giggling in the background, while John Krasinski looks seconds away from breaking. Michael Scott might not know much about workplace sensitivity, but Steve Carell definitely knows a lot about improvising.
Hey, what's going on? There's a police car and
What? Oh.
what's going on?
Oh, Phyllis got flashed. It's,
Number 5, telling off Chani's boss. Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues.
She is a goddess among women!
Carell's star was still rising when he played the scene-stealing, good-natured weatherman Brick Tamland in the first Anchorman. But he was a bona fide movie star when the sequel came out nearly a decade later. In Anchorman 2, Brick is paired with the equally unique Chani Losname, played by Kristen Wiig.
Do you want to see the face I make when I see a snake made out of candy?
Yes. That's good.
After their not-so-meet-cute, things explode in a screaming and paper-throwing rage against Chani's boss.
I mean, this is the day I've had today.
Leave her alone!
Excuse me, sir.
Get your filthy hands off of her!
Director Adam McKay realized there was something missing from the scene in the script, and his stars came up with this hilariously chaotic moment. If nothing else, it shows that no one can scream quite like Steve Carell. Number 4, The Kiss, The Office.
Clear. I want you to watch this. And I want you to burn this into your brains.
I don't think we need to
Because this is an image that I want you people to remember for a long time to come.
The third season of The Office wasted no time in making us wince. In the season premiere, Michael Scott outs accountant Oscar as gay, and only makes things worse as the day goes on.
If I was gay, I would be the most flamboyant gay you've ever seen. I would be leading the parade covered in feathers and I'd be waving that rainbow flag.
In an attempt to save face, he gets way too close to Oscar's, planting an excruciating and unreciprocated kiss on his lips. If the cast looks shocked, it's because they were. While Michael kissing Oscar was in the script, it was only supposed to be on the cheek. It's definitely not the show's most romantic kiss, but it's arguably the most memorable.
Oh, I did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See? I'm still here. We're all still here.
Number 3, I Love Lamp, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Not many actors can turn 3 words into countless laughs, but Steve Carell has some very special talents. When Will Ferrell's Ron Burgundy discusses love with his fellow newsman, Brick Tamland declares his love for various inanimate objects around the room.
I love carpet.
By the end, he sounds quite choked up. This baffling but hysterical moment was completely a Carell creation.
I love desk.
Director Adam McKay had encouraged the cast to improvise, and Will Ferrell's response was also ad-libbed.
Brick, are you just looking at things in the office and saying that you love them?
I love lamp.
Brick supplies many of Anchorman's best moments, but this is arguably his most iconic. Or, in Brick speak, we love scene. Number 2, Tearing Up, The Office. In this case, it wasn't Steve Carell surprising his office castmates. Instead, it was them surprising him.
I mean, we actually really all want to thank you for everything.
Oh my God, something's happening.
As his final Dundies comes to a close, Michael Scott is unexpectedly serenaded by his colleagues. In a Dunder Mifflin spin on Seasons of Love from Rent, the Dunder Mifflin staff sing about the man, his memorable moments, and all 9,986,000 minutes he spent at the workplace.
9,986,000 minutes. That's like watching Die Hard 80,000 times.
Carell had no idea that this had been prepared, and his smiles and tears are all completely real. The next episode would be his last as a main character, and this scene shows how important he was to the whole series.
Yeah, okay.
Well, this is gonna hurt like a mother.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Chest waxing, the 40-year-old virgin. Think comedic actors have it easier than dramatic ones? We dare any thespian to go through what Steve Carell did for the 40-year-old virgin. In this scene, where lead character Andy Stitzer's co-workers bring him in for some personal grooming, Carell strove for authenticity.
That one hurt. That one hurt just as much as the first one.
That's great, man.
Man!
How much? He had his actual chest waxed, a painful experience that led to hilarious reactions both from Carell and the other cast members who just cannot contain their laughter.
No! Kelly Clarkson!
Whenever we think of Steve Carell and how much we admire his commitment to his craft, we instantly think of Kelly Clarkson.
You know what, guys? This is not a good look for me!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.